Welcome to the Dawg Chug, Roger. How the hell are you doing?
Andy, I'm doing pretty fantastic. It's the holidays. I love Christmas time. I love the Christmas tree. I do have a complaint. I'm going to tell you all about it here. You probably saw my tweet today where last Thursday I paid the $11 for the Twitter Blue and I still haven't been verified. And Eli, he's watching tonight. I know because I tagged him. So I know he's watching tonight. And there's I got ideas for Twitter too. Today I was trying to do a post to advertise Dawg Chug to the promo, and I typed @ and started typing your name. I couldn't get you to pop up. Like every Andy on Twitter popped up, but you. It's like we should have a phone book on Twitter. Like when you're doing a post, you can have a little thing with all your go-to @s in it. I'm going to fix Twitter.
Sounds like you've gotten old enough to the point you don't know how to work technology. I knew it was coming.
The thing about it is I text you. I was like, hey, Andy, how long did it take you to get verified? You're like, mine was instantaneous. I'm like, it's been a week. So, but that's all that's going on. The holidays, man. How about you? How's things with you?
I'm good. Andrew's checking in saying, good evening, Dawg Chug. Andrew, thanks for being here. MC Lawrence says Merry Christmas, fellas.
MC Lawrence, Merry Christmas, man.
The annual official Dawg Chug Party. We've been doing it every year.
Yes.
To celebrate. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight,
I got Christmas ale in the tin. Yeah.
We couldn't make our Home Smart Real Estate Momentum Christmas party, unfortunately. So this is the best I got. So
this is the best we got. We're missing Ross. He had free ducats tonight, or he got ducats tonight. So
you've got all the decorations behind you with the blinking.
I do. I'm all ready for Christmas. Look at that.
I got a Cleveland Browns Christmas tree behind me.
That's beautiful. Cleveland Browns Christmas tree. I got some straight garland that was left over in the bin over here and a dusty old Santa Claus and a Dollar General light necklace.
Andrew's doing a Christmas bong hit. Thank you.
I think you outdid me on the decorations.
So, funny story. My friends went to some charity event at the Cleveland Browns stadium where you can get a lot of cool Browns stuff and other good Cleveland gear. And they said they had gotten me something, and it's going to come on Monday. So I'm thinking nothing of it. And then Heather screams downstairs, like, there's a huge truck delivering something. And yeah, all of a sudden they're carrying this box that was ginormous, the size of that Christmas tree behind me.
Oh, my God.
And we already have a tree down in the basement. We had to find another spot for whatever. It was awesome, though. It's so amazing. She even said I can keep it up all year round, which is
wow.
Yeah, I got a good one, guys.
That is.
Ooh, Mitch Metz checking in.
Mitch Metz, you know what?
I'm on the show, but he is watching tonight. We appreciate that, Mitch. You got to come back on and do the Dawg Chug.
He was sick the night he was supposed to be on earlier this year. Mitch, DM me. We're going to get you in here. That Money Mitch, man. That was my guy at the Panthers, the first game of the year, Money Mitch.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's kick this celebration into high gear. We're going to get off the bat. Last week we attempted to do an homage ad read. Yeah. It didn't go. We had a couple technical difficulties, so we're basically doing part 2. If you haven't watched the first part, go back and check it out. But in order to judge this, of course, we're going to bring on the great Sherry, who grades all our homage ad reads.
Hello from the highway.
Sherry's
driving across to the behind enemy lines.
Yeah, I am about to enter Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I know.
Good luck with that.
I appreciate the love.
Did the smell just hit you?
Oof,
that's tough. Anyway, Sherry, how do you grade the homage ad reads for anyone that's watching? And
my scale is backwards, and it's using one of my favorite pharmacological interventions known as antacids. 0 being the highest value, 10 being the lowest volume. And if you're worse than a 10, then you're barf.
Wow.
So
have you given out any zeros? I can't remember.
Yeah, to you, to Andy, and his amazing story that we all believed. He was like, because she left her hair in your mailbox. I'm like, dear God.
That's amazing. Has Roger gotten any zeros?
Not yet, but I heard he's done a lot of production quality to this upcoming ad. So
he's confident that he earned his first zero tonight.
It could be a Hanukkah miracle.
Yes, and Sherry, happy Hanukkah, by the way. When does it start? Has it started? Does it start?
It started Sunday night.
What kind of fried goods? You guys have some latkes, potato pancakes?
Usually, and jelly donut is like
Oh man,
a big thing for Hanukkah.
awesome
So
latkes.
we stopped off at the rest stop that at the Dunkin' Donuts, and I got a jelly donut, so I feel very festive.
Man, I had a buddy, a Jewish good friend, and his mom would make the latkes. Oh boy.
The only bad part of it is it makes your house smell for like a week, you know, because it's like
right.
frying some like potato, a little bit of onion.
I'm Italian, and my grandmother used to cook cow stomach. So I don't want to hear about latkes sticking up the house.
Hard fast cow stomach, jeez.
It's actually why it's a good reason to make latke at when you live in Pittsburgh, because your house already smells terrible.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right. Well, Roger, let's see if you can execute this thing. Let's see if you can actually get the coveted 0 that I have. I managed to get a 0 twice too, by the way.
Right.
I think I've gotten 2 of them. So first of all, let me present.
So I have 1 0. You have 2.
I don't think you have any zeros.
I don't think you have any zeros yet, Roger.
Oh no,
not yet.
I think you got a 1 once.
I gave you 1 because of the whole child labor.
Okay, we don't want to play this yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we ready to go?
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Ready.
All right. Well, 2 weeks ago, I spoke a little bit about the homage apparel. I mentioned how I went shopping at homage. I clicked the link at Network 216 on the homage and a few of the t-shirts.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to hit start?
No. I'll let you know.
Thank you. Just want to be sure.
All right. Don't dock me for that, Sherry. That's on the
no,
stand-in producer.
You're fine.
Ross, we miss you. A few of the t-shirts I really loved. They were either out of stock or we only had small sizes. And it may not have seemed very helpful at the time that I was telling people to hurry to homage because the gear's flying off the shelf and disappearing faster than me reading the same jokes 2 weeks in a row. But wait a minute. Hold on a second. Exactly. I'm going to tell you how exactly the information was, how useful it was. I received numerous DMs over the last 2 weeks expressing gratitude to me, Andy. Every day in the little box above the DMs that say, you have 8 messages from bots you may know. Andy, go ahead and let's play the video.
All right.
Layla May Sangren reached out to me and she expressed her desire to help me build blockchains and rake in the newly minted cryptocurrency, all because she saw my homage ad 2 weeks ago on Dawg Chug. She clicked the homage ad at Network 216 and she got the Merry Christmas, Kiss My Ass t-shirt. She gave it to her Uber driver. So many holiday cheer homage t-shirts to choose from. She was excited and so thankful she saw my homage ad. She got her hands on the classic Mr. Warto. Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad t-shirt from homage. Soon I'm going to be driving Lambos and Teslas. It's time. What time? Let me check my Rolex. I'm going to buy a mansion with my spare coin. The rich and famous, they're going to end up in my lifestyle. Then, wait for it, I'm on fire. Friday, Darcy Preem sent me a DM, quote, OMG, I've been meaning to do some Christmas shopping at Homage and get some gifts for the family and VIP clients, and your Homage ad really got me motivated. I clicked the Homage link at Network 216. I got the Petonio Teller Jam t-shirt, and it is awesome. Brown's L t-shirt and a 2X for my dad, and the Homage hoodie special for a special client. She was so thankful she offered me a limited spot to take a course and get the software so that I too can buy and sell currency on the foreign exchange market. Now I'm into high finance, top all the A-list. I hang with Snoop, sitting ringside, corner Jake Paul. Then next, Eva Demerol on Monday, who wants me to be her man candy. I could be her sugar baby, spoil me with lavish gifts. And that's right, I'm getting Homage a barrel. The Golden Austin Car Classic. Heat check. Oh, boy. Mouse in the house. Bishop Spider T for 3. How about wham with the right hand? Definitely picking the Homage Block C Navy hoodie. Get me warm in April for Little League. I'll be living as a kept man, Straight Players Club. The last DM was Nathan Dooley. He simply said, hi, handsome. Then a few other things about my forearms, lumberjacks, ass chaps in my mailbox, and a motel room on the down low. But he never misses Dawg Chug, which now has me concerned. Even so, Nathan took advantage of the sales and deals. Homage has great NBA, MLB, NFL, and even college, youth, infants, t-shirts, hoodies, and apparel. Pop culture, Utah, get me too. Listen, Network 216, pay homage. Don't show up in my DMs show up at Homage. Go to Network 216 on your YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Insta. Click the Homage link and boom shakalaka. Pay homage.
Wow. Oh my God. That was so amazing that Sherry crashed her car. She was laughing so hard. She's in a big car accident now. Unfortunately, Sherry is kind of driving through a spotty area. So
Just my luck, Andy.
but we're going to get her back on, and she is going to rate your. That was an epic. I would give you a 0.
So I get a 0 from you. We'll find out. Ass chaps. Somebody likes ass chaps.
Jessica said that was auctioneer worthy. Jessica is watching the Dawg Chug actually drinking an alcoholic beverage today. Yes,
she is. She's got some Shiners, I believe. She's drinking tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, Jessica she don't have any. It's a special night if Jessica's got a couple cocktails going.
Well, I got to say, the best Christmas parties start off with ads. So this is really getting off to an amazing start.
Right. I got a Xerox. So right over here, I got a copy machine. You get a couple of these of me, I'm Xeroxing my ass for the Dawg Chug tonight.
Wow. You have a Xerox in your basement?
Right next to me. Well, I got a copy machine. I got a fax copy. I got a thing over here. Canon.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to me. You don't have one of those next to the Browns Christmas tree?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Holy smokes.
All
right. Well, we got the homage ad out of the way. What are we doing now, Andy?
We're going to move it along to.
I'm going to take my 0.
Now, I want to point out, first of all, sorry, everyone noticed there's someone missing from the show tonight. Ross was gifted Cavs tickets. So he would usually say the Dawg Chug is more important than going to the Cavs game, but someone got him tickets. Surprise him with them. So what was he going to do? He could not say no to that. So we're not really Ross. We hope you're having a blast. Sorry you couldn't be here tonight, but obviously without Ross, I mean, our bits are going to be extra.
We might hear from him. The game ended a while ago. He's driving home. Maybe he get home. He's got some beers in him. You know that.
But we usually do the Dawg Chug update where we give our fans what's going on in Cleveland sports.
Right.
Today we're going to do like a shortened version of it. We don't have Ross, so we're just going to do a little bit of the Dawg Chug update. I do think we have a top 10 list though, so that should be fun. So
and you know what? The top 10 was actually given to me by Ross because he didn't be here tonight. He went under. I'll let you know. Yeah, we got a top 10. Yep.
Okay, well here we go. It's the Dawg Chug update. I'm going to get us started. Just announced, congrats to Joe Batonio, Nick Chubb, and Myles Garrett, who will be attending the 2023 Pro Bowl. And to the rest of the Cleveland Browns, shame on you. I literally just wrote that as we were as I was listening to Roger say I'd read. Roger.
Oh, all right. Jarvis Landry makes his return to Cleveland Browns Stadium this week and will likely get a standing ovation. When he was here in the preseason, he made an impassioned speech on Hard Knocks. I'm sorry, when he was here earlier in his career in the preseason, he made an impassioned speech on Hard Knocks using the word contagious 11 times. Fortunately for Jarvis, he was correct. And when he returns to First Energy Stadium, the results from the first time here will prove contagious as the home team will once again be picking up the loss.
Wow. Too many Christmas drinks at the bar, and you seem like you're ready to go do that Xerox. I apologize. That was very wordy, but excellently done.
I didn't have time to put it into my with the spaces in between the lines. I'm old, Andy. My eyesight's poor.
You see what happens when Ross isn't here? All right. Deshaun Watson once again told the story of just how much he connected with Kevin Stefanski when they had a chance to meet last spring, which was a major factor in why he chose Cleveland. It wasn't the money, guys. It was Kevin Stefanski. But Deshaun, hate to break the news to you, but don't get too attached to the head coach because we go through head coaches faster than you go through masseuses.
Right.
All right. I believe you have a top 10. Let's go.
All right. Our top 10 tonight was brought to our crack squad at Dawg Chug. Intercepted some mail out at Berea. And these are the top 10 gifts on Kevin Stefanski's letter to Santa Claus. These are the top 10 gifts that Kevin Stefanski wants from Santa Claus this year. Number 10, a TI-89 calculator. I had to Google it. It's Texas Instruments.
Google it. That was like when you were in your prime.
I didn't go to math school, Andy. I didn't need a T189 calculator. Number 9, to be the head coach of any franchise other than the Cleveland Browns. Number 8, a Sega Genesis. Ross wants one of those. Andy, that was the only game system I ever had was the Sega Genesis.
Wow.
Number 7, a copy of How to Run the Ball for Dummies. That's on his. Number 6, a play call sheet as big as the menus at C Senor Mexican Restaurant. He wants to go bigger than and is it, when I say C Senors, do I have to say Mexican restaurants? Probably not. Probably a little more information than needed. Number 5, he wants a homage super comfy hoodie.
Oh.
So that right there's a homage ad. Network 216. Click it, buy, get a soft.
I'm going to give you 0 for that one too.
Number 3, to play in the AFC South Division. That's what he asked Santa Claus. He wants to be the Browns and he has. That's on the same Christmas list of 28 some other coaches. Number 2, he wants a $100 gift card for Denny's for that big menu. And the number 1 gift on the top of Kevin Stefanski's letter to Santa Claus for Mary Kay Cabot to wear more yoga pants. That was to wear more yoga pants at press conferences.
Are you objectifying Mary Kay Cabot right now?
I guess that's what it was. The number 1 thing you wanted from Santa Claus was Mary Kay Cabot and more yoga pants.
Demetrius Brown says, definitely happened to me. That's a straight up fact. I think he was wearing yoga pants, obviously.
You want to know the truth on that? I saw Kevin, he had a Deshaun Watson thing on there, and I'm tired of Deshaun Watson jokes.
Jessica said she did not see the yoga pants joke.
No, nobody did. I didn't until about 9:30 tonight.
I don't like reading your top 10 lists in advance, so I purposefully stay away from them so I can react naturally.
Right. And I don't.
That would hit me pretty good too.
I wrote that at 9:30 when I was putting them on the cards. It wasn't the one on the. Yeah.
Well, I have a little surprise for you. You always work so hard on the top 10 lists.
Okay.
Great job.
All right.
It's my favorite part of the show, obviously.
Ross wrote that one, except for the Mary Kay yoga pants.
Well, I sent out a tweet last night pretty much asking for all of our fans to send in their top reasons why the Dawg Jug deserves a lump of coal for Christmas this year. I got all the answers. I haven't looked at them. I had our crack staff, really compile them, and they came up with the top 10 reasons. So I don't know. I've heard they're a little spicy, right? But they're not us saying them. This is literally coming from our fans. So we're allowed to read them, obviously. I don't know what's in them. I'm going to text them to you one at a time. I sent you a text. Did you
I just got it. I text back. Got it. You sent me a text.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
I'm going to send you the top 10 reasons why the Dawg Chug deserves a lump of coal for Christmas. And I want you just to read them. Don't think.
Just read them blind. Just read them blind. Read them cold.
I don't know what they say. You don't know what they say. They might be horrible. We might get canceled. I don't know. But they're from our fans. They're not from
I will read them per word.
Okay. So here's
all right.
I'm sending over number 10.
Just this.
I'm not reading it. I'm just sending it.
All right. All right. I got him. A podcast featuring a guy that can't talk and a guy that can't hear. Sign me the fuck up for that.
Nice. Number 10. Okay. Here comes number 9.
That's similar to the better produced Down with the Browns. They should also feature a Southerner, a black guy, a whiny bitch, and a minor.
Oh, jeez.
Who said that?
We're gonna have to investigate that one. We
there
love
goes
wow. That was
oh my
crazy.
God.
Mac, you are not a whiny bitch. You're
that ain't me, guys. That's third person deniability right there.
All right. Well, let's move on to number 8.
Their shitty and poorly produced podcast is a painful reminder of how shitty and poorly planned the Cleveland Browns are. It is. We're like, yeah, I can see that. I can see where somebody would.
All right. Here comes number 7.
They always claim they wanted Dawg Chug to be different than all the other Cleveland podcasts, but every time I finish listening, I think, God damn, do I wish I had been listening to any other Cleveland podcast.
Wow.
That
makes it a little painful, but it is true. Here comes number 6.
They think they're glamorizing consuming vast quantities of alcohol, which is actually a douche thing to do, but instead they show how pathetic a bunch of white middle-aged dudes trying to act cool chugging, and my Cleveland's bar profits are down 13%.
Wow. I heard bar profits have been down lately, which doesn't make sense because COVID's ending, but it's probably because of us. That's wild.
Yeah, I got a problem with actually a douche thing. I mean, that's harsh.
Well, people are allowed their opinions, right? All right.
They are.
Here comes number 5.
They each have young children at home and spend their spare time talking about a team going absolutely nowhere.
That's pretty true. This team sucks. We suck.
Let this guy come to my house and run around with Henry for 15 minutes.
All right, number 4.
Every other week, they're joining this network, leaving network, firing producers, streaming on Twitch, back to YouTube. If I wanted such bipolar nonsense, I talk to my sister-in-law at Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's not an idea.
Wow.
I
think I know who that is. My sister-in-laws are awesome. I think I know who this is, though.
All right,
I know his sister-in-law.
We're getting in the top 3 here. Let's go.
The 2 times I had to sit my sons down for the sex talk, choose to psych myself up and realize it won't be so bad, I watched the awful endings of the Dawg Chug. That'll do it.
Ouch.
That'll put you in the mood of desperation and despair.
Talking to your son about sex, that's oof.
Desolation.
All right, number 2.
I heard the only reason Roger wanted to do a podcast with Andy was to be more inclusive during these woke times by partnering up with a Jew. But when he found out Andy's not Jewish, he just kind of let it go.
You did mention that was like
last year at Christmas, like leading up to this time of year, not one peep or nothing to say. No Merry Christmas, nothing. I was like, well, maybe he's Jewish.
Well, fortunately, Sherry did get back on, but then she's okay. By the way, she's not getting a car crash. But then when she heard that joke, she signed right off. So,
so there goes Chuck.
All right, here we go. The number 1 reason coming in.
Racial profiling on Dawg Chug. Ross, Andy, and Roger's families are originally from Germany. I'm not accusing them of getting mixed up in the whole Nazi business, but connect the dots yourself at all the lame Nazi jokes. I'm gonna be in the office tomorrow.
Hey, once again, Roger, you didn't say a Nazi joke. Like that was coming from one of our fans. We were just reading it.
I'm going to get called in. I'm going to have Nick Carnes is going to be like, Roger, we can't do that kind of stuff. We're like, Nick, I didn't fucking do anything.
You send them to me. I will explain. But anyway, that is the Dawg Chug update. What a waste of time.
That was great.
But we are having a great Christmas party. And now I think it's time we bring on our feature.
Bring on our feature guest. We had enough nonsense of the 2 of us. I hope somebody's still watching. We have a great guest tonight. Sherry went out. Andy, I've been getting guests. We've been trying to. It's like 97 weeks. I found somebody to come on Dawg Chug. I'm exhausted. And Sherry's like, let me have a crack at it. First time out of the gate, She got us an awesome guest tonight, man. Actually, this is her second guest because Lysandra was her first guest. So 2 times in a row, she's hitting like 1,000.
Lysandra was in the chat today. She has clearly left after that Ross free bit, the terrible Ross free bit that we produced. Anyway, here we go. Let's who are we bringing on? You were talking her up. You didn't mention her even.
We're bringing on. I can't wait to talk to her. This is Lauren. I don't know anybody's ats. We're bringing on Lauren. Oh, look, she's there. See, she's watching. Yeah, we're bringing on Lauren tonight, and her at's Joker or something. So I don't know anybody's at. So let's bring her in. I got some questions for her too.
And Lysandra is claiming she's on, but really she just has a bot watching. So thank
Lysandra and her husband are coming back in too.
All right. Lysandra does say that Lauren is the shit, and yes, she is. So let's bring her into the Christmas party. Let's go. Welcome to the Dawg Chug, Lauren.
Hey guys.
There you go. That's the sound that we want to hear.
You know, we've had, I don't know, like 15 guests on the Dawg Chug. We've probably had 20 guests on, 15 times, but no one has ever just like cracked open a beer and started drinking right when they come.
No, that's the first.
Best intro we've ever had.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We start the show off by chugging. Why wouldn't the guests do that?
It's silly not to.
This is the best Christmas party we've ever done.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for having me.
So good to have you on. Roger, I think you have some questions.
I do. Lauren, like, you know what? Before the show in agreement, I was like, hey, Lauren, we met at the cookout. She's like, yeah, I don't remember that at all. That's okay.
You realize Roger was dressed very eccentrically during the West Summit tailgate.
Yeah, I got there late. It's like it's hard to forget the big fat guy in a Hawaiian shirt and a top hat. But anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you that time. And I gotta ask you about, you're a fan stalker. I gotta ask this, Andy, because I went in and when she said Lauren's coming on, I was like, I know her, and I started Melissa Etheridge. Tell me about, because I love Melissa Etheridge music. I saw some backstage stuff where you met her. I got to hear it, Andy, because I love me some Melissa Etheridge when I'm feeling, some Ani DeFranco, some fucking yeah. Tell me about Melissa Etheridge. You met her?
Yeah. Actually, one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Great performer, hands down. Vocalist. She plays the guitar like a.
She rocks, man.
Beast. Yeah, she's hands down phenomenal.
Love her.
So, you plan ahead. If you want to stalk someone, you need to know their moves, sometimes before, sometimes after. A lot of times it's good to get them after a show. So you go to the show, and then you got to find the door that they're at. So at the Playhouse, there's multiple theaters, multiple back doors. So you just kind of got to find which one you go. And you just hang out there, if it's maybe behind a bush, or a fence or something. So, security doesn't see you. But you got to act cool, right? You have to act cool. So when they come out, you don't want to lunge at them.
No, don't lunge.
Scare them, or someone tases you or throws a rock at your face, because you don't want to.
Nightclub. Right?
You just chill. And then you just ask nicely. You call their names. So she was super cool. It was just 4 of us, I think, were out there. And she came by and she just talked. She signed autographs for everybody. She did not want to take pictures because she had already showered and didn't have her face on. So she didn't want to be in front,
I get it. I didn't come on Dawg Chug one night. I didn't get my face on, and I didn't come on Dawg Chug. So
that's understandable.
I totally understand that.
Super cool. Super cool.
That's awesome. What is your favorite Jack Nicholson movie?
Yeah.
As Good as It Gets.
I love good.
I fell in love with them with As Good as It Gets.
Without a doubt, best performance, Jack Nicholson. The dog. I love Jack, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember I was in high school and I'd walk home and I would just recite the whole movie from like start to finish as I walked home from school. It was ridiculous. I had the VHS tape, and in certain parts, when you rewind it so many times, it starts to, with the tape. You guys know.
Same thing happened to my Ridgemont movie.
I'm going The Shining.
Shining?
Shining's good.
Yeah.
So good. But there's
man.
Nicholson movies. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's just in anything he's been in, man. A Few Good Men. He is just brilliant. A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Terms
a
of
big
Endearment's
Jack guy,
good.
man.
Mhm.
So it's awesome that you're here tonight, man. How'd you like the beginning? How'd we do?
Oh, yeah.
I was confused as shit what was going on this whole time.
Great.
It was perfect. I laughed. I cried. I just couldn't
There
wait
you
for you
go.
guys to bring me on.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right.
We had a lot of guests that after that first half they drop out. They're like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that on here?" So
Okay.
thanks for sticking around. I have a question for you. You're also really into volleyball. So are you
Yeah.
more addicted to volleyball or stalking celebrities?
They're different. It's hard to pick one over the other. It's easier to do volleyball than it is to stalk. So I do that weekly. Stalking takes a little bit more time and effort. So I'm never going to give any of them up, but I think I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because I love my celebrities, but I love my volleyball. Whichever one kills me first, right? That'll be my favorite.
Have you ever met a member of the Cleveland Browns?
Yes, a handful of them.
Oh, really?
Felix Wright, I talk to regularly. Sometimes we chit chat. We're
Really?
kind of buds.
Running back.
Shout out to
Nice.
Felix. Yeah, and then just doing my
Can you
normal.
get us
stalking.
guests for? Can you get us guests for Dawg Chug?
I'll put in a good word.
All right, Sherry.
I asked that offline, so it doesn't seem quite as pathetic.
She's connected, man.
Felix Wright will be on the next episode of the Dawg Chug.
I love Felix, man. That's my era. Felix Wright's my era, man. That's back in the day.
It was back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't remember back in the day.
Felix Wright, it hit you. Man,
He's good people.
Hell yeah.
awesome.
All right. Well, let's move it to our
What are
first
you gonna do?
bit. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do something called Spit Sip Chug, where I'm going to read a statement. We're going to go around the horn. If you agree, you're going to explain why you agree, and you're going to chug your drink. If you disagree, you're going to spit. And if you're somewhere in the middle, you're going to pull a Roger and you're going to sip.
We're gonna sit.
Make sense? Okay. We'll start with Roger so you can kind of get in.
We'll let you know.
You just tell me what to do.
All right. So the past couple of days, I don't know, it's going to be like -17 wind chill on Saturday. So there's been a lot of talk about this on Twitter. Everyone seems to be arguing, being assholes to each other. But the statement is Cleveland should 100% build a dome. Roger, we're going to start with you.
Okay. I'm reading. I thought you were gonna read. Do you want me to read it?
I'm ready to read it. Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm ready though.
Okay, let's go. This is now I am officially joining Lauren as being completely confused of what the fuck's going on. I'm saying the statement, Roger, is that we should build a dome. Do you agree, or you're going to?
Oh man, see, you did okay. We missed Ross so badly. You know what, man? I'd like a retractable roof in Cleveland because you know what, man? When it's like raining and it's no advantage to either team, say it's sleeting sideways, man. No team has an advantage. Nobody wants to watch that. As a fan, I love to watch it in the snow. Oh, it's fun for probably like one quarter. But then you're in the third quarter and it's 3-5, you know, and you're hoping Jared Vicious holds on to a fucking pass and he takes it. I think they should have a retractable in areas like this. When it's that bad and the wind's going to be that bad, you can close the roof and play football. So I'm sipping.
There it is. All right, Lord. Do you think the Browns should have a dome? They shouldn't have a dome, or are you kind of like Roger? You're somewhere in the middle.
I think a dome is great. I'm not against it at all.
Right.
I'm a freeze baby, so You know, if we can keep the elements out, that's fine. Retractable dome though is also great. I wouldn't. I mean, the game last Saturday, if you guys were there, it was fucking awesome. It was like being in a snow globe. You know, but it was a nice fluffy snow. You know, we were like, oh, this is great. We were winning, so that it was fun, right? You know, we enjoyed that. But if I don't have to sit in that shit, I'm totally okay with it, and it's gonna bring, you know, more business to the city. We're talking concerts and whatever other political shit they want to do inside a dome.
Somebody said wrestling. You could bring wrestling and just all the. But I agree. You know what? I ain't sitting out in that shit. I'm going to be at home in my living room. You know, so
you don't have a vote. You don't have a vote, Roger.
So Lauren's talking now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna chug to that, right?
All right.
Right. Is that how that works?
Chug to it. Yep.
Chug it.
Green.
Just a big sip. Just a big sip.
So I'm a little torn on this one because I understand how passionate of an issue this is, and like I'll go sit in any cold game. I can dress up warm enough to deal with pretty much anything. I love cold weather in Cleveland and all that, but at the end of the day, I want to know because, as Lauren just pointed out, it'd be good for the city. More revenue for the city is a good thing. Having a Super Bowl in Cleveland would be amazing. All these reasons combined, like sign me up. Let's rebuild this thing into something incredible. And if it has to be a retractable dome, fine. I'll deal with that too. But build a dome, so I'm chugging. All right, let's move on to statement number 2. Lauren, you're going to start this one off. So I'm going to make the statement. You just tell me what you think, and then I can help you if you are supposed to drink or spit or sip. David Njoku should be viewed as a top 5 tight end heading into next season.
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes.
Chugging.
Oh,
Do you want to tell
Chugging.
why?
he's finally going to have the opportunity to show. I mean, we already know what he can do, right? He's had a couple injuries. It's kept him out. He's in his prime. He's healthy. If we can get him and Watson connecting, fucking sky's the limit.
Hell yeah. Love it. Yeah, this is an easy one for me too. Like his numbers might not dictate that he is right now a top 5 tight end, but like, my goodness, the sky is the limit. His catches have been so amazing. Earlier in his career, he might have missed some of those catches. Now he's on fire. Once they start throwing the ball more, he is going to be like 1,000-yard tight end. Absolutely top 5 tight end. So chugging.
I'm sipping.
That's crazy.
I'm sipping because the potential's there. David Njoku can absolutely be a top 5 tight end. But I'm listening to Sean Watson talk about Kevin Stefanski and why he wanted it, other than the $230 million guaranteed, why he wanted to come to Cleveland and the opportunity to spread the ball around. We have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. You got DPJ, you got Cooper, you got Chubb, you got Hunt, to Watson, and you got Watson. So he's spreading the ball around to a lot of talent, and I think on a team that has less talent on the offensive side of the ball, David Njoku is definitely a top 5 tight end. But on the Cleveland Browns, it may hurt him a little bit. So that's why I'm sipping.
Okay. Right. Let's see.
He likes to sip.
I find any reason I can, I'll justify it.
Okay. Statement number 3, I'll start this one off. Myles Garrett is too quiet to be a leader on this defense. Now, I know Roger's not going to be sipping on this one. I know what he's going to say. But listen, this is a Kevin Stefanski led team. We're not, it's what was that dumb statement? No bark, all bite or whatever. This is not a team that likes to like throw all this shit out there. Myles Garrett, that's pretty much who he is. He's just a good dude that has just been quietly like producing every game. He's defensive player of the year candidate. He should be. I love Myles Garrett. I fine. Maybe it would be awesome if he like Ray Lewis the shit out of there and went crazy, but I'm fine with who he is. He's amazing. Let's keep him on the Browns, and I am going to spit on this one. All right, Roger, you go ahead and chug.
I'm spitting.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to tell you why. Because last year when all the Odell Beckham shit was hitting the fan and Myles Garrett stood up and said, that has nothing to do. He took control of the defense last year and he showed leadership. He's capable of leadership. I think he said to a reporter, that has nothing to do with this side of the ball. This is what we need to do. He wasn't going to involve himself in the mess that was going on in the locker room on the offensive the ball. And he shows signs of being a leader. He's the most talented defensive or edge rusher we've ever had in Cleveland. He's probably going to go to the Hall of Fame. I don't hate Myles Garrett. There's just some things about him that hurt me. And on the flip side, he can easily flip a fucking Porsche over with some girl in it and not be a leader. So he needs to find that place and be the fucking leader that he can be because the potential's there. How about that?
All right. So the one knock you have against him is he had a car accident.
No, man, just across the board. I mean, swinging the helmet at somebody, things like that. Myles Garrett has the potential to be a Hall of Famer, a top 5 edge rusher, and probably, and definitely he has the talent to be the MVP, the defensive MVP in the NFL. And I think he needs to put it all together. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Lori.
I agree. He's got the potential, right? So he's got the leader ability, and I think a lot of times is we don't see a lot of these folks, and they're quiet, and then all of a sudden they do something crazy, and we're like, wow, that's not Myles. Like, what is he doing? And then we start seeing maybe something different. I like the fire. I like to see fire. I would like to see maybe a little more of it, on the sideline, stuff like that. As far as keeping, the locker room stuff private, we don't need to be putting digs, at our teammates or our coaches or anything like that, because a leader doesn't do that, right? No matter how much you disagree with what's going on, you still need to support, your team and your family. But take that anger, take that emotion, and you turn it into something positive, and you bring that, onto the field, and you team build. Let's go out and, bowl or play volleyball, or you stalk some celebrities, and let's bond and use that positively. So I think he can be, a good leader. We just, a little bit more passion, but keep it, don't get cray-cray. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like you're sipping with me.
Is that a sip? I didn't know if that's a sip, a chug, a spit.
You chugged. Lauren, you can decide if you
want. I spit.
I'm just thirsty, so I'm just going to take a sip right now.
All right.
There you go. Sip. That's all that matters.
Take a gulp.
You are correct. We spit.
How's Jessica doing with the shiner, said she has? I haven't heard from her. Yeah.
You can report in. Roger would like to hear the answer. I'm going to go to our final spit, sip, chug statement here.
Uh-oh.
And Roger, we're going to start with you. The past 2 seasons, this season and the previous, have been defined by not living up to expectations. But having said that, the Browns will win their remaining 3 games to finish with a positive record, and they have an off chance to make the postseason.
You just try to make me chug.
There's a lot going on.
What you do. I'm chugging on it.
Oh, nice.
I got to reread it real quick.
The Browns will win their last.
No, you know what, man? They win out. I think they're going to win the next 3 games. They're winnable games. I think Deshaun Watson's getting better every game. You saw a little bit of fire in him on that run this past Sunday, against Baltimore. He beat Baltimore. That's a huge win. We beat a division team. Yeah, definitely the Browns. We're going to be heading into next season. We don't have a draft pick, a number 1 draft pick to look over, to look forward to. And that's a good thing because good teams, the fans of good teams, don't look forward to the fucking draft and do mock drafts and do all that shit because they're drafting at 27, 28. And that's the point that I would think Deshaun Watson will get us to. And I think that 3 wins will catapult us into the next season and give us something to look forward to.
Nice. All right. So you chugged on that, right? You
I
did.
chugged on it. Yeah. I was thirsty, like Lauren. I was thirsty.
How will you answer this one? Will we win our remaining 3 games? If you believe you will, chug. Oh, she's cracking open. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yes.
Sherry, shout out to you for bringing on fans that are multi-beer drinkers like us. Love it. All right, now why do you think we're going to win our remaining 3 games?
I don't know. I just wanted to drink. I think
Yes, I love it.
we could do it, right? The whole team needs to show up. Offense, defense. We were in almost every single game this season. Minus 1 or 2 really bad ones, but penalties. Some of the play calling. If we could just get those under control, I think we could win out. Are we making the playoffs? Realistically, no. And I'm done and over that. Though there is part of me that's like, well, if those guys do lose, maybe. But no, guys. Playoffs is done, but I think we could still finish the season on a good note, which is going to bring us a little bit of sigh of relief going into next season.
Fair enough. Love that. For me personally, look, this team has been failing expectations, but one of the amazing things, if you look at it, there hasn't been a lot of like finger pointing, shit talking, a couple of comments about Woods for a little while, but those have even gone away now. This seems to be a very cohesive team, and usually when you're falling well below expectations, you could see all kinds of comments. These guys, I think they were frustrated over the length of suspension over their quarterback. They had their quarterback. They seem to be glued around him. Obviously, as Roger said, he's been getting a little bit better every week. I just feel like this is a team that is very close, is really going to go to war here. They have not thrown in the towel. I do think they're going to win the last 3 games. And if I can give one reason, like, why I think they're going to win, we actually have a center again. Because, man, Froholt, love you. You tried really hard, but every time I watch you, you were getting thrown around like I would if I was trying to block these guys. So,
Yeah,
we're back to having an actual center again. That should really help Nick Chubb go up the middle, which we had since Deshaun Watson, came back to the Browns. Our running game came back this week. We had our best running game week, but like the first 2 weeks, it was pretty bad. I think having our center back again should really, if he's healthy, should really help our running game get into command, which is just going to help the play calling. I think we're going to go 3-0. So I'm chugging.
Chug it, Andy. You know what, man? Number 55. That's my number since I was a fat little kid in CYO basketball, and they gave the high numbers to the fat kids. I got a number 55 jersey, and I've been wearing 55 ever since. And that dude, he's like 6'8". He's a monster. Like you said, he clears the way for Nick Chubb. Saturday, I think we're going to run the ball. I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball with the win. I loved it.
Jessica says one of her favorite things is listening to women talk about football, which you can listen to Mac down with the Browns. Oh,
thank you.
I love you, Mac. I'm glad you're here, Lauren. That's so true. Thank you for coming on. This has been
Guys.
And that's like my fault. I told Sherry when she asked if she could start finding some guests, I said, please, because I don't want to DM women. Like when I met you at the cookout, I was like, oh, I'll get Lauren. Then I was like, I'm not going to be creepy guy sending her a fucking DM and ask you. You know what I mean? So Sherry's like,
DM. Yeah. It's okay.
Sherry's our new guest.
This Christmas party is getting weird, by the way.
It's because I'm on, and that's quite all right.
But Sherry's in charge of getting guests now. She gets awesome guests, man.
She's our talent booker. She does an amazing job.
Yeah.
Roger, I don't
Sherry.
want you DMing any more women because I'm not. we're gonna get into trouble. We're gonna get booted off faster than a Nazi joke from number 2 and 6.
Just don't start it with a picture.
I'm glad it's not me saying it.
All right. We're pretty much down to our last bit of the night, which is really exciting. Usually, I think to like give the guest a heads up. I did not do that today, so I apologize. But we are involved in a Dawg Chug football pool where we each pick against the spread one team we think that's going to cover. We're all 5 going to make a pick. Unfortunately, Ross isn't here, although he did send me his pick. Sherry was supposed to be here. She's not because of Roger's Jew joke. Not cool, Roger. So we're gonna have to figure that out. However, actually, Jessica, if you can come up with a pick in the chat, you can be part of this one.
Yeah, we'll get Jessica's and get it in. Yeah.
So we're gonna go around and we're all gonna pick a game, and if all 5 of us hit, if we go 5-0, we're gonna win. We're gonna split like part of $1,700. Last week we went 2 and 3. We did terrible, although I did pick a winner.
I picked a winner.
Yeah, it was me and Roger. Everyone else came up a little bit
every
short.
week.
But we're gonna get a winner here because we pretty much have to. We only have a couple weeks left.
We gotta win one, man.
I'm gonna head over to
Lauren. Take a look at this coming schedule. You go first and get your game.
If you have a team that you want to know, I have the whole schedule up with what the spread is.
Yeah, he'll tell you what the spread is and what the game is. You go first.
Very simply take the Browns because they're giving 2.5. So if we win by a field goal or more, you would win. But you do what you want.
That was my default because I haven't looked at any of the other games.
All right. Lauren's taking the Browns.
Yeah, done. Easy. Thank you.
And then let's see here. Sherry would be up next. So if Jessica comes up with a pick, we'll give it to her. In the meantime, Roger, why don't you go?
What are my Lions, my NFC, my Detroit Lions, go blue, Michigan? What are my Lions giving the Panthers?
The Lions are minus 19 against the Panthers.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't give my mother 19 points. Hold on a minute.
All right, you got another one then?
Look. Yeah, I got to go back and take a look. I can't give 19 points, man.
Carolina is so bad.
Man. The Titans, who are they starting this week? I think it's like, did they sign like Josh Dobbs? That was mine.
While you think, Jessica asked.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vikings are giving 3.5 to the Giants. All right. And Roger, back to you.
Oh, back to me. What are the Chargers? What's the spread on the Chargers Colts?
Chargers, Colts. Sorry. Where are you, Chargers? Oh, maybe they're around here. Okay, Chargers are giving 3.5 to the Colts.
I'm going to take the Chargers, giving the Colts 3.5.
All right. Okay, Jess is still deciding. Ross actually took the Detroit Lions minus 2.5, which is why I couldn't let you take the Lions because I couldn't get another line from.
Okay.
Ross.
Oh.
So that's why I said they were minus 19.5. They're actually minus 2.5. Ross is taking. Oh. I know, I'm a dick.
Who did he take in it?
He took the Lions.
Okay, as long as somebody took the Lions, I'm happy.
And I am. This is crazy, but I believe in them. They're going to do it. Taking the Houston Texans against the Tennessee Titans, getting 5.5.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, probably not. And Jess did confirm she's going Vikings. I'll prove that right now.
There you go.
And she says
Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins, top 10 quarterback in the NFL. People won't give him his due, man. Big fan. Shane, her husband Shane's big fan of the Vikings.
So if the Browns win by 3, if the Texans get within 5 points of the Titans, the Vikings win by 4, the Lions win by a field goal, and if the Chargers win by 4, we are going to split $1,700.
Yeah.
Like-
You'll be loving you some Dawg Chug Den, Lauren.
Last week we only had one
Right,
winner.
damn it.
That's still going on about how good the Vikings is. Last week they were ridiculous.
She got a couple beers in her. That might happen.
You should probably just become a Vikings fan now.
So, all right,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, so we like to close out our Christmas show with a Festivus, tradition. What was the Festivus? You have to air your grievances.
Yeah, area grievances was
All right,
festival.
Lauren,
Yeah.
air your grievances, please.
Oh man. Someone else go.
Roger.
Okay, I'm gonna air my grievances to
He's-
the
he's
guy
got a
that
list.
goes to the guy that goes to my Speedway every morning and he buys lottery tickets. He's like 78 and he's in line. There's like 5 people behind him that got to get to work, and he's in line buying lottery tickets at 6:32 in the morning. Wait, go get your McMuffin, go get your coffee, and then go buy your lottery tickets when we're all at work and stop holding up the line. That's my Festivus grievance.
Wow. You're like, fuck that guy. Did he drive? My gosh.
He's got a LeSabre. He's got an 89 LeSabre that he parks right in front of the door, and you got to walk around it to get in.
Oh, do you remember in Breaking Bad early on in the show when Walter White
Yes.
got irritated with a guy and like blew his car up? You should do that.
Put a car bomb on. I
I
know
don't
some
think he
people.
put a car bomb. I think he used science to like make his car blow up.
Oh,
Something in the gas. I don't know. You gotta watch.
I know some guineas in Hollywood that aren't going anywhere in life that'll probably help me out.
All right, fair enough. Lauren,
I grew up in Collinwood.
have you met anyone for Breaking Bad?
Me too.
No, I don't think I have. No, but I grew up in Collinwood, so I get it.
What's your favorite TV show of all time?
Of all time?
All right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's one of your top 3 favorite TV shows to make it a little less pressure?
The Golden Girls.
Oh, nice.
Cute. Oh my God. The writers for Golden Girls were geniuses, man.
Ugh.
Beautifully written sitcom.
Yeah.
Such an
I can
amazing-
watch the same episode over and over and just laugh.
And they
Yeah.
have like there's so much amazing Golden Girls paraphernalia you could buy. Like it's
Oh,
so well.
Golden Girls is A1. Writers on that show were elite, man.
It's good stuff.
I love the Golden Girls.
How old were the women as they were doing the Golden Girls? Because they weren't as old as maybe they were looking, right?
Right. So Sophia, so Estelle Getty, who played Sophia, Dorothy's mother, I believe she was the youngest. Of
She was,
everybody.
yeah.
I
I
don't
remember.
know their ages, but
See, I remember watching. My mom would watch Maude, and she just B. Arthur
Ugh.
just was like, you're like, you listen to fucking B. Arthur, or your ass was in trouble, man. You know what I mean? I love B. Arthur. I love the Golden Girls. Great call, man.
thank you.
Money Mitch just texted me, what the fuck is the Golden Girls? Like he is no.
What?
I'm sorry. Who?
He's not allowed on Dawg Chug till he watches a season of Golden Girls.
All right, calm down. I might have made that up to be funny. Relax. All right. Have you had time to come up with your holiday grievances?
Yeah. There were so many. I wasn't sure which one to pick, but it's definitely the hey, how are you doing? And then when you go to like tell them how you're doing, they just don't care. They want to just talk 45 minutes about like what they did over the weekend.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for you to done talk. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even answer. Like, how you doing? I'm like, this bitch is just gonna talk about her weekend for like the night. I don't want to deal with it, you know. And then you can hear in the back like huffing and puffing and like, I gotta hope somebody asks me how my weekend was.
I have such an annoying habit because exactly of this grievance. When people are like, how are you? I don't even say good, how are you? I just go, how are you?
Cause I don't care how you're doing. Yeah.
Right.
I would say 90% of the time they don't realize they just start telling me how they're doing. Like they don't even like.
See, I didn't know it was holiday grievances. Can I change mine? Because that's one of my all-time grievances. Today, listen, I'm at Kohl's today, and I'm getting a package of socks so that another present of my sons could give. But I'm getting a pack. I got to drive to Kohl's, and there's this girl on her cell phone, and she's like having a conversation with me right next to me, looking at socks for her boyfriend. And like I can hear just her and anybody that like out Christmas shopping on there's. Then I get along a line that's from Kent all the way to Ravenna, and I'm standing in this line waiting to go through the checkout, and this girl's on her phone. The same girl is having the same conversation on her phone in the holiday checkout line, and that's my biggest holiday grievance. Get off your cell phone. I don't care about your man. I don't want to hear it.
No.
Wow. Roger with 2 holiday grievances.
Right. The old man buying lottery tickets and the girl on her cell phone in the checkout line.
Who
That's
would
about
you murder first, by the way? Like, if you had to decide to murder one of them, who would it be?
Death to the girl. She gets executed.
Oh
The
my
one with
God,
the phone in the line.
psychopath. The right answer was I wouldn't murder either of them.
And the only reason I say that because when I'm retired, I'm going to go stand at Speedway and get in line and buy lottery tickets at 6:30 to slow everybody down behind me.
Money
That's
Mitch,
my
everyone,
plan.
Roger's been canceled because he's a serial killer. So if you want to come join the Dawg Chug next week, I got to find someone. You might as well fill in. My biggest grievance, I'm just so irritated today, specifically with Twitter. Look, we all have thoughts, and we're all real people. The way people just start murdering and attacking people because their thought doesn't coincide with somebody else's. It's so gross. It's so ugly. I don't know. Whatever. Shut the fuck up when you're insulting people. Just stop doing it and just recognize that, like, okay, that's how he thinks. I don't have to like insult that he's a dad, or I don't know. I saw some ugly shit today on Twitter. It was gross from people I like usually respect. So bad day on Twitter. Elon, good luck.
There you go.
So there you go.
And there's the airing of grievances for Festivus on Dawg Chug.
Yearly
I can't wait till next year.
I think it's time for us to get the picture of Roger recording your taint on the copier. Let's go.
Did you say taint?
I did.
Okay.
Taint is okay. All right.
And you're here for one of the worst endings in Dawg Chug history to our show. Congratulations, Lauren.
Thank you.
You ever have to talk to your teenage son about the sex talk?
We have absolutely no idea how to end the show. No.
Just hit the X button in the corner. You're just like, click.
Hit the button. Roger, chug that drink and then we'll say go Browns. And that's
Hey,
it.
I want to say everybody out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Spaghetti Monster in the sky, if that's who you believe in. Santa Claus is coming. He's going to come down your chimney. Happy, Merry Christmas and holidays to everybody out there. Dawg Chug, go Browns.
Merry Christmas. Thanks,
Go
guys.
Browns. Happy holidays.